from Faurot Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the Florida Gators and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. Running inside, it's Pryor. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Mays. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
The run inside. It's Ball. Here's a little room there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a pride.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Ball. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. back to pass. Pocket breaking down. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gators. You take advantage of tendencies when you said that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Austin Simmons, the play fake. It's complete to the right. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing. And it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
They'll give it to Hardy. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll send the back in motion. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
In the red area, it's Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Hard running there. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Missouri! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
This offense has it with really good field position. Here's a gift to Hardy. Oh, he's got some space.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Throwing Simmons. Caught in the backfield. It's Lee. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense changing the play. They'll give it to Hardy. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Big fella moving. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tigers. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call.
Kill. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
They'll run it with Hardy. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Here's Simmons to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, great understanding by this defense. Sitting on the short route, a little hitch route. You know it's 3rd down and short. If they pass the football, it's coming out quick, and they weren't fooled.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one is perfect. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The sure hands, it's Mays. Gets away from one, finds room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Gain of 29 on the play. First down for the offense.
The Gators, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. As we get a look at the stats, they are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Here's a give to ball. Gain of 6, they're looking at 3rd and 4.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
The Gators send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Runs through a tackle. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Makes the grab on the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Simmons. Pressure coming. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Handoff for Ball. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to it. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated, and I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Throwing Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges, and you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
To the air, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Complete in the middle. He goes down, he needed to get forward to pick up that first down, and now they've got a decision to make on fourth.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Handoff, Jaden running left. Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gators! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this, and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Simmons to throw. He's going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Simmons. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's caught. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Tigers! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Simmons. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Man, that's one of those as an offense you just stare. No, look at his toe. He was out. The defender was so close to keeping something in bounds to make that an interception, but there's a reason he plays DB, and he's on that side of the football probably because he can't control his body and even get that foot down.
Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Handoff ball running left.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Gators! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's a give to Hardy. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU, taking on the number 5 team, the BYU Cougars.
All right, not ideal. Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs. Get that first down right now.
Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Here's Simmons to throw. Got it. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Hauls it in at the 40. And there he goes, ripping through the defense. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Jaden one more time. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You know, zone blitzes are so hard to identify if you're a quarterback, and sometimes there's small indicators that can give it away. Maybe it's a defensive end standing up in a two-point stance. Maybe it's DBs piggybacked over top of each other in coverage. But if you don't see it, you might get hit in the back of the head.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Now on second down.
Hey, kill it. 674, take off. 674, take off.
Simmons. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive.
Kill.
Simmons from the gun on third down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
On the ground, it's Pryor. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Man, what a response by this defense. First down, you give up 9 yards and set them up in great position on second down. But nice pass defense, staying disciplined on second down. And then third down, just meeting the physical challenge. Great job by this defense responding to a poor first down.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now.
A lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. They use the sideline as their friend and finally get him out of bounds on the return at the 47. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Pryor. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target, and as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Got it down the field. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! A great catch and run for 6.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And the extra point is good.
Number 38, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Simmons on the play fake. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Throwing Simmons. Escapes the pressure going right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. From midfield, looking for room. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's ball. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to Hardy. Plows through the defense. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Hardy. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Here's a give to Hardy. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll go to the counter play. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. They go right back to Hardy. He's not going to have enough for the first down. Had to get it to the 35, and now a tricky fourth down decision coming.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Man, these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. No fair catches here, looking for room. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Runs through a man, he might have some space. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Gators peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Simmons to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Raiders sending the offense back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Here's a give the ball. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Running inside. It's Montgomery. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking for room. It's Clark. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Simmons makes the grab. It's Hardy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Pryor. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
On the run, it's Pryor. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes.